The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of WBGR Network.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another show with Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. My name is Stacy Niedenthal. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a child of God. I'm a spiritual healer, and I'm a shaman. And I come to you every day or every Tuesday. I do that all the time at 10:30 to talk to you about spirit and angels and God and healing. And the last couple weeks we've been doing some live angel card readings. So I would love for you all to call in at 301-429-9247 so we can talk a little bit on the phone and I can pull a live card for you and let you know what the angels have in store for you. So before I get started, I always like to set my intentions so you know who I am and what I'm about. My name is Stacy. I'm a child of God. I'm a spiritual healer and I'm a shaman. And I've been given a gift from God to channel spirit using love and light for my higher good and the higher good of those that God puts in my path. I am not the medium that says that I see death all around you and you're going to be dead in 10 days. My gift, my prayer is that God, that spirit, that angels will bring in the most loving message to help your spirit heal. Most people who come to see me are either at a crossroads and they want to know what their angels are kind of guiding them to do, or they want to get in touch with a past loved one. So when I do a reading, when spirit comes through, and that's anyone who has been of this earth and crosses over, they come through to my right. So if you were sitting in a meeting with me and I'm looking to my right and I'm talking to my right, I'm connecting better with spirit. Angels come through on my left, so it's the same thing. I don't argue with spirit. They give me a message for you, for me, for today, or for tomorrow. So when you're in a reading with me, if something that I say doesn't completely make sense, you want to just keep it in the back of your head and know that it will make sense. They give me these messages for a reason. But spirit is very much childlike sometimes, that if I don't validate what they say, they'll continue to say it over and over and over. So if I hear Raspberry Pi, if I don't say it, they'll keep tapping me on the shoulder. They'll keep talking to me about Raspberry Pi. And you might be at the grocery store in a couple weeks and you see Aunt Ruth's Raspberry Pi, and all of a sudden it hits you that your aunt was known for baking Raspberry Pi, or that she had a bakery, and it all starts to come together. So that's how I set up my intentions before I do readings. And again, I would love to do live angel card readings today. Call in at 301-429-9247 so we can talk a little bit on the phone and we can pull some cards for you. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you today about is saging or smudging, as some people call it. It's been something that's been around for centuries, for thousands and thousands of years. Native Americans use it, tribes use it, and to sage it's kind of like a ceremonial thing that people do, but it cleanses the air and it cleanses the negativity that's around. It keeps disease away. And it's that smoke and that smoldering of what the sage is going to be doing. And, it originates from the spiritual body. and it goes to the outer consciousness. So it allows you to breathe it in and connect with your higher self, with your angels, and with your guides. So I wanted to just kind of show you some different sages that I have, and I have people that are asking me for cards. So if you want to have a card pulled, call in at 301-429-9247. We're on the air at WBGR, so it is a live show, but it is a call-in show. So in order to get a card pulled, please call. So with sages, you can sage, you can smudge rooms, you can sage and smudge crystals, you can sage and smudge people. There's kind of a difference with the saging and the smudging. When you sage a room, you want to sage it until it feels clear and comfortable. A lot of people will sage rooms when they first move into an apartment or into a home to give it a blessing. If someone has been sick for a while in a room, you want to sage that and clear that out. It's going to get rid of germs and those toxins that are in there. If you were in a household that had a lot of arguing and all of a sudden the arguing has stopped, but there still feels like there's tension, sage the room, put a blessing into it. Saging and charging your crystals. When you first buy crystals, you want to sage them and put a blessing over them, and then you want to put your energy into them. And when you sage people, you are saging for their chakras. You can sage yourself, and it's just pulling that blessing into yourself. There are tons and tons of books on saging and smudging. Every single one can tell you something different. What I like to tell people, though, is when you sage, when you smudge, your intention isn't going to be wrong. The way you feel, what comes to you as you're saging, that's the right way to go. Okay, so we have our first call. So we'll come back to talking about saging here in a minute. So hold on. Good morning. This is Stacy.
Good morning, Stacy.
Hi, who am I talking to?
Hi, this is Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from New Mexico.
New Mexico? Well, hello, New Mexico. That's great. And you want to have a live card reading done?
Yes, please.
Okay. Was there a particular question, or were you just looking for answers from your guides? Looking for a
yeah, just from my guide would be nice.
Okay. All right.
See
So
if I'm headed in the right direction, or...
Okay. All right. Well, and I just got chills. So when you were saying about seeing if I was headed in the right direction, I got rolling chills. So that's just kind of a sign to me to let me know that my guides are letting you know that you are in the right direction. And when you're moving in that direction, you always want to feel like, this is my passion. This is what I want to do. This is what makes me happy. If there's struggles along the way, they're okay. But those struggles, you want to just make sure they're not surmounting what your passion is inside. So let's just see what, and this is Messages from Angels is the deck that I'm using. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. Okay. All right. So the first card that I pull for you is Everything Has Value. So your angels are letting you know to value everything that's around you. And it's even the small things that you want to have value towards. You know, a doorknob opening to let you outside of your door. There's value in that doorknob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just knowing that you have value and the things that are around you have value. And be grateful for those things. The other thing they want to say to you is focus on the positive. We can all get kind of knotted up or bunched up on negative things, and they spiral out of control when you think negative. But what the guides are saying is stay positive, and that's where that everything has value comes in. When you stay positive about the things that are in front of you that you have, that helps you to appreciate the smaller things that are coming in as well.
Okay.
And then the third thing is they're telling you to follow the golden rule. And this is that doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. You want your karmatic field around you to be positive, to have value. So in order for that to happen, you want to give that value out and that positive energy out, okay? So see the value in things, stay positive, and the way that you want to be treated, the things that you want to have in your hands, help others achieve those things as well. You want to stay around people who accelerate you, not just tolerate you, and you want it the other way around as well. You want to accelerate others, not just tolerate them. Does that make sense?
Yes, that sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Sandra from New Mexico.
Thanks, Stacy.
All right.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Stacy. This is Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. How are you doing?
Good.
Who am I talking to?
Ginger.
Ginger. And Ginger, where are you calling from?
Greencastle.
Oh, Ginger. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Good.
So, Ginger, did you have a particular question, or was there something in particular you were looking for?
No, not really. Just was looking for a card being pulled.
Okay, all right. Well, this is the messages from your guides, and so I'm going to just stay with this deck, and I'm pulling 3 cards that kind of coincide together. Oh, good. Okay, so Ginger, I pulled 3 cards for you. The first one says appreciate your talents. Know that you have so many gifts inside of you, and some I feel like you realize, and some I feel like you kind of like hide under the covers with, is how they're showing me. You're not as bold with some of your talents, but I feel like you're coming out of that. The second card I have is patience is a virtue. That's why I kind of like chuckled a little bit. I know you've been working on patience, and I know you realize that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. So know that that you need to appreciate your talents, to be patient with the talents that are coming in, and know that you're here for a reason. God has put you on this earth for a reason, and you want to surround yourself, just like I was telling Sandra, you want to surround yourself with people who appreciate you, not just tolerate you. And the same with the people that you're around. You want to appreciate them, not just tolerate them. So, Ginger, it looks like you're appreciating your talents, you're learning to be patient, and you know that you're here for a reason. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ginger. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks, Stacy.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, you're on with Stacy at Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. How are you doing today?
Hi.
Hi, who is this?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah, and where are you calling from?
I am calling from Maryland.
Maryland, okay. Okay. And you were interested in having an angel card pull for today, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Was there anything in particular, did you have a question or something that you were kind of weighing?
I am looking for healing in a situation, and
Okay.
so I guess a card for healing would be good.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to pull, I've got this deck that's called Soul's Journey. And it just kind of gives you an idea of where your soul is going or what your spirit is leading you to do. Sarah, I just need to say your name for a minute. I'm going to do a Rain Man thing here and be Sarah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. They're showing me a lot of sunshine around you, so I feel like you've come out of some darkness. I know you said you were looking for you're doing some healing, but they're showing me like this light is very bright over you, so I feel like you've kind of walked out of the darkness.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the first card that I have for you is discipline. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. Especially, and I don't know what your situation is, but it almost feels like you were bound, or it's like you had a straitjacket on where you felt like you couldn't move. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what they're saying is that discipline that you were taught in the past that you weren't able to move, like that light switch has clicked on in your head, and you've realized, oh my gosh, I can do what I need to do. I don't need to do what someone else is telling me to do. Okay? They're letting me know that they want you to be of service. So feel good when you're helping others, but you have to feel good when you're helping yourself as well. In some situations, and this bound feeling that I have from you for the past, it feels like you were living for other people and not living for yourself. It feels like you were kind of walking on eggshells for a while.
Oh, yes.
So you want to be of service to other people, but not to that extreme. Does that make sense to you? And the third card I have is blame. You need to accept responsibility for your own well-being. There's a reason why you were in that situation that you were in, and there's a reason why you're out of it now. The big key is, have you learned the lesson of not to get back in that situation? You have to assume the responsibility that you placed yourself there. Not everything, I don't feel like everything was totally your fault in that situation, but I feel like you allowed yourself to be treated the way that you were, but you just kind of drew the line and finally figured out that, you know what, this is bullshit. I don't need that. So what they're saying is, you know, you've learned a new discipline. You're coming into the light. You need to be of service to others as well as to yourself. And accept responsibility for the things that you're responsible for. Learn the lessons and move forward. Does that make sense to you, Sarah?
It sure does. Thank you.
Okay. I hope you have a great day and be blessed and keep going towards that light.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. I just had someone say that they keep trying to call in and it says leave a message. There's just 2 lines. So when you call in, if you do get a voicemail, call back in. Hi, this is Stacy.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, you're on Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Who is this?
This is Lisa.
Hi, Lisa, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Pennsylvania. So,
Hi.
do you have a particular question or something that you were looking?
Well, I've been struggling with a lot of decisions,
Okay. Okay.
and some of it has to be with house related, with my child and myself.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna pull energy cards on you, and there's 4 cards. They're from the east, which represents the air, that's the new beginnings, what's coming in. The south, which is, you know, what you're releasing. The west is what you are learning, and then the north is what you are to teach. So if you're trying to make some decisions, a lot of times this is a good deck to pull. It's actually like a 7-card pull for other things, but I like to just do the north, south, east, and west sometimes. Okay. Because it's not as overwhelming sometimes. So the decision that you were making, okay. All right, one more card.
Right.
Okay. All right. So it lets me know, like, the new beginning and what's coming. It lets me know that the new beginning is there is an attachment or a habit that you have had that you are learning to break. Okay? That's what's coming. So know that while you're breaking this attachment, while you're breaking this habit, you might go through a mourning or a grieving period because it's going to seem awkward to you. But know that what you're releasing the old strategies, the old, it's always worked this way for me, so I'm just going to continue to do this. You're thinking of new strategies and letting the old way of thinking behind because you're learning appreciation. You're learning that God will give to you what you need when you need it. Okay?
Right.
What you are to teach. And this is a deck that it matters if it's upside down or right side up. So I have the world and it's upside down. So normally when the world is upside down, it lets me know that you're on pause, that you don't see the future ahead. But what you are to teach, when it's like this, it lets me know that you are teaching, I need to stay present. I don't need to identify myself with my past failures or my past issues. And I don't want to get over anxious about 10, 15 years in the future. I'm staying present right now because I've got a new strategy of appreciation. Does that make sense to you, Lisa?
Right. It sounds right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of really good things that are coming, but I feel like you've got this movement that's coming where it's almost like right turn Clyde, where you just have to make that turn, and it feels like it is so much out of your comfort zone, but I feel like in the long run it's going to be very good for you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm out of control. Like things are out of control.
Yeah. Well, stay present. That'll help you stay in control. Instead of thinking about 10 or 15 things that you need to do, try and think of one issue at a time or one task at a time. And if that task seems too big, break it down.
Right.
Don't look at the whole thing of, driving to New York, let's say. Oh my gosh, I've got 8 hours to drive to New York. You know what? I'm going to drive an hour and I'm going to get to so-and-so. And then I'm going to take a break. You break it down, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Hi, this is Stacy, Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Okay. I guess no one's there. So we were talking about saging, but I feel like we need to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back to Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. If you call in and you get a voicemail, just call back in. There's 2 lines, and when both lines are busy, you get a voicemail. So just keep calling at 301-429-9247. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more angel card readings. We'll be right back.
If you're a product of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, or wish that you were, then you'll want to step inside Hip Gypsy Emporium for a trip back in time. We're a kindred spirits treasure trove located in the former Duffield School in Chambersburg. We offer home, garden, and vintage clothing and jewelry, soaps and fragrances, teas and honeys, oils and crystals, products from local vendors and artisans, and Christmas items 365 days a year. Hip Gypsy Emporium, located at 2168 Mont Alto Road in Chambersburg.
Hey, welcome back to Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. I'm Stacy Niedenthal. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a child of God. I'm a shaman, and I come to you on Tuesdays at 10:30 to talk to you about spirit and angels and God and just how the energies of the earth are moving into different realms. We all talk about our past loved ones and we talk about the angels, but to connect to them helps us so much. And today we're doing a live angel card reading. You just have to call in at 301-429-9247. There's 2 lines, so if you get a voicemail, just call back in. But I want you to know that I do in-person readings and group readings, and you can always contact me at Connecting to Spirit with Stacy to book that, where I can help connect you with a past loved one or give you guidance through the angels. So I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, she only comes on Tuesdays and does these live angel card readings. You can also book appointments with me. So I have someone who's on line 1. We're talking to the angels, and I'm going to go to line 1. So good morning. You're on the air with Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Stacy. It's Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. And where are you calling from?
Perry Hall.
Perry Hall. Oh, hi, Kristen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So is there something in particular you were looking for answers for, or what were you looking for today?
Not really, just in general.
Okay, all right. So let's see. I'm going to do a messages from angels. It's 3 cards that kind of tells you where your angels are guiding you. Okay. And again, if you are messaging me that you want a card pulled, you need to call in today at 301-429-9247. You can always get in touch with me, message me to book a private. But Kristen, let's see what the angels are saying. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, I had one jump out at me. Hold on. Sorry, I had to go under the desk for a minute. So the first card that I have is patience is a virtue. Kristen, I feel like, man, I just feel like you are beating yourself up so much all the time. I feel like you critique yourself a lot. And what they're showing me is a person that's trying to walk uphill with like this bag and all this luggage behind them, and it's like really almost torture walking up this hill. And they're letting me know that if you just take one thing out of your backpack at a time, like you can walk up that hill very easily, but you need to be patient and work through those things. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I was actually thinking about changing jobs, and I have a lot of guilt about that. I don't know why, but...
Okay. All right. So, you know, the other card that I pulled for you is follow the golden rule. So if you're thinking about changing jobs and you have guilt about that, try to put yourself in your employer's position. And how would you want someone to resign? What were the final days of work? You know, what would you expect? You want to respect your employer. You want to give them plenty of notice. And you want that respect to be reciprocated to you as well. Understand?
Right.
Because in the end, kindness counts. You don't want to have guilt about leaving a position if it's just not the right position for you. But if you leave it on good terms, if you leave knowing I did the best that I could with the knowledge that I had at the time, I respected them, I gave 100% every single day, that, excuse me, then there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. That guilt is what's in that bag that you're trudging along with you. Do you still want to have that guilt in 5 weeks, 5 years, No. So you want to release the guilt, follow the golden rule, and accept yourself and know that you're going to be making the right decision for yourself. Does that make sense to you, Kristen?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. So empty that backpack with guilt. And there's an exercise called transference where you write things down that you feel guilty about, basically, and why you feel guilty about it. And then you give it to the universe. You tell God, I'm giving you everything that's on this list. And then you go and you burn it, and it's no longer a part of you. And if it comes back into your head, you go, wait a minute, I gave that to God. I gave that to you, the universe. That's not mine anymore. And then you let it go. It's not easy, but it's a practice I would suggest that you try. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Kristen. Well, I hope you have a great day, and
You too.
good luck with the job decision.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, this is Stacy. You're on with Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Who am I talking to?
Jessica?
Hi, Jessica. And where are you calling from?
Right now visiting my dad in Florida.
You're in Florida. Oh, I hope your weather's better than ours. It's raining and icky here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out today.
A little jealous. So, Jessica, is there a specific question you have for your angels, or are you just looking for a basic reading?
I guess just a reading.
Okay. All right. Okay. Have you been kind of contemplating like what your life purpose is? Because they keep like taking me over to this life purpose deck. Are you looking at moving in a new direction or something?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're tapping my head, letting me know that there's some confusion about this new direction. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Jessica, let me see what they're saying as far as life purpose. Okay. Okay. So the first card that they gave me was sensitivity. So Jessica, the angels are letting me know that you're becoming more aware of the energy field that's around you. You're becoming more aware of like wholeness and herbs and things like that. It says you're becoming more sensitive and you need to make the changes accordingly. So if you're thinking about making some changes, pay attention to what your body's telling you. Be very mindful of the body. So if you go into work every day and as soon as you hit that door you have a headache or your stomach's upset or you get really frustrated for no reason, you want to think about is this really the place for me? If your heart's been tugging you in a certain direction for a while, you really want to start concentrating on that, because they're showing me body work. And they're letting me know that like your life purpose evolves around body work. Whether you do massage or Reiki, cosmetology, makeup artists, something that is touching or healing the body. Like, are you a person who has to hug, or when you talk to somebody you feel like you have to touch them?
Yeah, I am a infant care nurse, and I work in the office also.
Okay. Okay. So it lets me know like that's what your life purpose is healing people, you know, and it's that, like I was saying, it's energy work, it's exercise training, it's anything that touches people. It also lets me know that part of you is very artistic as well. So do you draw, or do you paint? Do you play music?
I paint.
You paint.
Draw.
Okay. So it's that working with the hands is where your passion is. So what they're letting me know is I feel like you're becoming more sensitive to your surroundings. If you're working with in-home care or around a lot of people who have the good, the bad, and the ugly as far as energy, be careful that you don't pick that energy up. You need to be able to, and we were talking earlier about saging and cleansing, be able to shake that off, but know that energy healing is part of who you are. But I feel like it evolves around being very artistic as well. So maybe it's teaching and training art, or helping people through art, or interpretive art, or something like that, through colors. But they're showing me very much like your fingertips and your hands. Does that make sense to you, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have a great day, and
Thank you.
and good luck with your decision there.
All right. Thank
All right.
you, Stacey.
All right. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, this is Stacey. You're on Connecting to Spirit with Stacey. Who am I talking to?
This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy, and where are you calling from?
Espanola, New Mexico.
You're calling from New Mexico. I've done 2 New Mexicos. Awesome. So, Kathy, what was there a particular question or something that you were looking for guidance from your guides or from your angels?
I was wanting to know if anybody spiritually wants to send me something.
Okay. All right.
Message.
All right. Well, I'm not bringing spirit through. This is going to be guides and angels. If you're interested in having like a mediumship reading, you can always reach out to me and schedule an appointment. But let me see what, boy, I feel like, yeah, okay. I was going to do a different deck, but I feel like I need to let you know what your angels are telling you. Boy, that keeps coming up. This will be the 3rd time that the golden rule came up.
Sorry, I guess we have a bad connection.
Oh, okay. Well, you can always watch the playback for the information. The first card that I pulled for you is following the golden rule, and this is that doing unto others as you'd have them do to you. It's karma. You want to send out positive energy to receive positive energy. They're asking you to take responsibility for your actions. So it's not a blame game time. It's time to look at where have I made my mistakes, where have I made my victories, and what have I learned from it. And they want you to accept struggles as lessons. You know, sometimes God puts a pause on us because we're not listening to the universe. We're not listening to where we're supposed to be directed. So they'll keep putting speed bumps in front of you to make you take that pause. So what I feel like they're letting me know is, you know, some of the struggles that you are going through or have been going through, you need to accept responsibility for them, but then you need to learn the lesson from it and move forward and allow yourself to send out positive energy so that karma will come back around in a positive way for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it sure does.
All right, Kathy. Thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Stacey. You're on the air with Connecting to Spirit with Stacey. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Stacey. This is Sandy. I'm calling from Maryland.
Hi, Sandy from Maryland. And was there a particular question or something that you were looking for guidance for?
Yes, I'm trying to get some guidance on my mom's health.
Okay, all right. Health. And what's your mom's name?
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay. When I do readings, I usually don't do health and relationships because they can change so drastically. But let me just think here for a minute. I'm going to see, trying to see where they're leading me. Sandy and Sharon.
Okay.
Sandy and Sharon. Sandy and Sharon. Sandy and Sharon. Okay. All right. I'm going to see what angels are. Okay. All right. So let me just pull a couple cards here for you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I pulled a couple cards for you, and the first card that I pulled on you is spiritual growth. So I feel like spiritually, so is your mom dealing with something that's of the jaw and up into the head? So is this
Yes.
okay. I feel like spiritually, mom is kind of like afraid and has given up, but she's fighting to let you know that she's afraid. And I feel like when it's talking about spiritual growth, I feel like it's time for you to kind of like, and I don't want to say step up because I don't mean step up like you haven't before, but I feel like it's time that you step into the role where you say, Mom, we need to talk about this. And have her talk about it to release that fear, because I feel like you have that fear as well. But I almost feel like, you're able to take control of the situation and help pull mom out of this spiral. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. They also showed me study. So there's a lot of information that's around you about what's going on with mom. So I feel like they want you to kind of take a look at the information that's available to you. But you know, they always say the internet can give you too much information. So just ask your guides, what information do I need to know? And then look at some information about it. Oh, sorry, that was intuition. Study is in here. And ask them what they want you to know, because your intuition, that was the next card. I just picked up the wrong one. That's what happens sometimes when I'm concentrating with my eyes closed. But they want you to go with your intuition, because I feel like you've got very good intuition. I just feel like you second guess that. Okay?
Okay.
They want you to know that Archangel Michael is around you, protecting you and guiding you. Call Michael in to help you with the situation with your mom. And they don't want you to lose focus of what is the most important thing. The most important thing is, this is your mom, and you're her daughter, and you love her very much, and you want the best for her. But don't get so caught up in all the medical things that may be going on that you lose connection with, oh my gosh, this is mom, and I love her. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Sandy, I hope that helped, and we'll send good vibes and blessings to Sharon. Everybody on my Facebook group, send hearts and good vibes, and we'll pray that everything goes the way that it needs to go for you. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been doing a couple angel card readings. I have been doing readings for about 5 years now. You can book a private reading with me by calling me, and my number, I believe it's up here, or my email is up here. You can Facebook message me. Join my Facebook group at Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. And we can do a mediumship reading where I can bring loved ones in for you. I also travel and do groups and galleries, so if that is of interest to you, please reach out and let me know. It's one of those things that, unless you've ever gone to a private reading with a medium or a group reading with a medium, like, you just don't know what to expect. And it's one of those things that I can't guarantee the person that you want to come through will come through, but know that Spirit will give you what you need when you need it. And when I pray and when I set my intention, I ask for the most loving message to come through to help your spirit heal. So it's all in love and light. It's all blessed by God and the angels. And it's just for you, right? So when I do the live angel cards, yes, they're quick and on the phone. It may seem a little impersonal, but I want you to get an idea of what angels are around you. They are with us all the time. We just need to be mindful of them and listen and trust our gut instincts. I had 2 or 3 times that the same card came up, to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is karma. In the world that we live in now, 10 years from now, 10 years ago, if you're mean to someone, guess what? They're going to be mean right back to you. If your voice inflection is combative, the person's going to be combative to you too. But if you go there loving and smiling and talking and wanting to help, guess what? The people you surround yourself with are going to be smiling and loving and helpful. So when I was in, I guess it was Sunday school, and we had to put on our golden gloves because it was the golden rule, and we would put them on and we would button it, and it was do unto others as you would have done unto you. If you're talking to someone in a way that you wouldn't allow someone to talk to you, stop it. I mean, just stop it. We all need to be in love and light. We all need to care for each other. It's 11:11. I know the angels are letting me know with the synchronicity that, that's just the way we need to go. Someone just posted, I've had 2 private readings and they've both been great. Thank you, Tina. Check my reviews. If you've never had a reading, go to Connecting to Spirit with Stacy on my page. Check my reviews. If you still feel drawn to me, call me and set up an appointment. I do in-person appointments, and I can also do them over Facebook Messenger. I have several clients that are, not in Pennsylvania or not in Maryland, that they're further away, that I do them via, Facebook Messenger. There's another way to do it, not Skype. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not that technological guru person, but I've got a YouTube channel that we're uploading things I'm working on. There's a web page there that you can check it out. I have a shop in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, Hip Gypsy Emporium. Come in, say hi to me, get to know me. I welcome it. So we were talking before, and we still have a little bit of time, so feel free to call in at 301-429-9247. We were talking about saging, and we were talking about smudging. And I brought some white sage in. And white sage is generally what I use, and this is for blessings, and this is for new homes, and this is for clearing out disease or clearing out negative energy. And you just light the end of it. I like to use, and I'm going to actually light one here for you so you can see, because people get confused. I usually use a match and not a lighter. It will burn for a little while, and then you just want it to smolder. So you're using the smoke. I like to use a big feather. And if you're saging yourself, you're pulling it in. If you're saging a home, you're pulling it out. But know that there is no wrong way to sage. There's Palo Santo, there's white sage, there's different kinds. I have a pile of sage over here. But it's just putting that blessing. Let's say you wanted to sage your kitchen. You open up a window. This is my kitchen. This is where my family meets. This is where we talk, we discuss family issues. I only want love and light brought into our kitchen as we are breaking bread with our friends and our family. And then you would walk into the living room. This is my living room where my family lives. And you can't be wrong, okay? If you're saying what is coming to you with a blessing, it's the right thing to say, all right? So I have someone online too. I'm just going to let that sage smolder a little bit. And if you want to sage yourself, if you can't pull it into yourself, you can always put the sage in a sage pot on the floor beside you and breathe it in and work on all the chakras. So let's see who's online too. Hi, this is Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Who am I talking to?
What's Tina?
Hi, Tina. Where are you calling from?
Waynesboro, Pennsylvania.
Well, hello, Tina from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Is there a particular question that you have for us today?
Well, hello, Tina from Waynesboro.
And can you turn your volume down? I'm getting the feedback.
Question that you have for us today? I was calling concerning what you see with my health.
Okay. Can you turn your volume down on the live? There we go. So
Okay. Okay, I was calling concerning my issues I'm having with my health.
Okay. All right. Okay. So normally I don't do health and relationships, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to see what angels are around you. And this is with Tina and your health. Okay. And do you have a son as well, Tina?
Excuse me?
Do you have a son?
Do I have sons?
I have like a young man that's standing in front of you helping. Do you have a son?
Yes, I have two.
Okay. All right. All right. I see one is being very, very helpful to you and very concerned about you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. 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 All right. So I pulled 4 cards on you, and I was asking about just your overall well-being. We can make our health better, or we can make our health worse, depending on what we put into our body, what we surround ourselves with. So that's why I usually don't do like health and relationships. But I was asking my guides, and the first card that I pulled was ideas and inspirations. So my guides are letting me know that you are inspiring a lot of people. So, gosh, is there issues with the neck and down into like the stomach and the back area with you, Tina?
Partial, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I feel like what they're letting me know is, and I'm not telling you not to listen to your doctors. That's not what I'm telling you here, okay? I want to just validate that. But they're letting me know not to give all your power away to the person in the white coat. Okay?
Yeah.
I feel like if what they're saying confuses you or doesn't make sense to you, you need to question the heck out of it. What do you mean? Why are you having me do this? What is this regiment going to do? Don't just do what they tell you to do just because they tell you to do it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. They have new beginnings that are coming in as well, because I feel like it almost feels like something is going to be wiped clean. Like they're showing me like a shade pulling up from the chin up. So it's, you know, the shades that you pull down in the window, they're like half shades. It feels like it's going up, so it lets me know that new beginnings are coming in, and it's going to usher in bright light. Okay? What they're asking you to do is you need to trust it. Okay? You need to stand firm on asking for healing, on being healed, and accepting the healing that you're receiving either for this earth or for your next journey. But you have to trust that God is in control. Okay? My last card that I have is body care. So they want you to pay attention to what you're putting into your body, what you're surrounding your body with. Whether you need to detox the body. Like I keep hearing like salt baths. And salt baths are one of the best detoxes for the body, and there's those salt baths you can put your feet in, and that gets rid of those toxins. But there's also detoxes that are teas and things like that. But I feel like they really want you to pay attention to your body, and when you have a good day, you have to be thankful for that good day and not think, well, I wonder what tomorrow's going to bring because I haven't had a good day in 4 days. You have to go, thank you for this good day, and I know tomorrow is going to be another good day. So you need to trust your own inspirations that new beginnings are coming, but you need to take care of the body first. Does that make sense to you, Tina? Hello?
Hello?
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's cutting in and out a lot.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit further away from the phone. Maybe that's part of it. But just call blessings onto yourself. There is a show on, I think it's on Netflix, called Heal. I would suggest watching that because Deepak Chopra and a lot of other philanthropists talk about the power of the mind can heal the body. You just have to believe it and embrace it and give yourself permission to welcome it in. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Tina. I hope that helps.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too.
I just had someone ask, can you get a reading without calling in? You can get a reading by scheduling an appointment with me, where you would come to me, or we would do it via FaceTime. Right now we're doing a call-in show, so you would need to call in. But when you book an appointment with me, you would come to my location in Chambersburg. It wouldn't be live. I had someone ask that too. It would just be a private between you and I, or you and if you have a friend of yours. If you have a group of 10 that you want an in-home group reading done, I can do that as well. And I do take them very seriously. So when we do intimate group readings, I don't like to call them parties, because then, somebody might show up and they're drinking a lot of wine and it just takes away from everything. You can drink your wine and everything afterwards. Got me? But I like to offer those healings and offer those blessings on an individual basis or in a group, and I can do galleries as well. The number is 301-429-9247. I'm going to take a quick drink here. Hold on one second. So we were talking about saging and smudging, blessing the house. If you have an illness like the Tina that just called in when she was asking about her health, you can always sage the house that you're in, Tina, and sage out the sickness. Cleanse the body, sage out the sickness. Ask for new blood cells to be generated. Ask for healing to go to parts of the tissue in the body that need healing. Ask to be fully grounded into the earth. There's just so many things that we can do, that we give our control over to the person that's in the white coat. And again, I'm not saying don't go to a doctor, because absolutely, if I'm sick, I'm going to a doctor. I'm going to see what they have to say, and if there's a medication that needs to be. But I listen closely, and if it doesn't sound right to me, I question it. Like, what do you mean? What is this? When the side effects outnumber what the issue is, I tend to question that a lot. And then I have to think to myself, is this something in meditation that I can hand over to God, hand over to the universe, have people pray, lay hands, cleanse? Is there an alternative? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. But I truly rely on God to show me the right direction. You have to trust that God is going to put the right people in your place, in your path when you need them. Your angels, your guides, you've had a guide with you since you've been born, putting you in the right direction. We don't always listen. So you have to start listening, and you do that by paying attention to what the body's saying. So we still have a little bit of time left. If you would like to have an angel card pulled for you, 301-429-9247. Feel free to call in. I feel so blessed to be able to sit down with you on Tuesdays at 10:30 to talk to you about something that I have so much passion about. Since I have opened, since I have connected with my angels and to spirit, I have such a good relationship with God that I know that He protects me and He shows me things that I need to do and things that I need to say. It's not always easy. Sometimes I feel God put something in my path to teach me a lesson that I will learn later. And sometimes those lessons come hard because I'm not always a good listener. But when you quiet the mind, when you sage, when you pray, when you believe, when you trust, when you love, when you take care of, when you know that they're around you, they're putting the right people in your path. You just have to believe it. So you can bless a home. We're going back to the saging. Oh, I have line 2. Welcome to Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Who am I talking to?
Denise?
Hi, Denise, and where are you calling from?
Well, Baltimore, Maryland.
Well, hello, Denise from Baltimore, Maryland. Is there a particular question or something that you were looking for information on from your guides? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi, Denise, can you hear me?
Yes. I don't know what...
Oh, is there a particular question or something you were looking for information on from your guides, or are you just looking for like a general reading?
Just a general reading. Just having some issues and just need some clarification.
Okay, all right, okay. So let me, oh, I just lost you. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hi, this is Stacy, Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to?
Lori.
Hi, Lori, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Churchville, Maryland.
Well, hello, Lori from Churchville, Maryland. Were you looking for, did you have a particular question or something you were looking for answers, or just a general reading?
I was looking specifically for my career.
For your career, okay. Okay.
And am I in the right career? Should I be changing my career?
Okay, okay. So I've got a deck that it's a life purpose deck, and it just kind of lets me know where the angels are guiding you. So
Okay.
Lori. Okay. Okay. Huh.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm looking at my cards right now. So, the first card that I pulled for you it says yoga. To enhance your life, you need to get quiet. So they're saying to meditate on the things that you're questioning and the things that that you're doing. It feels like there's a lot of chatter in your mind going on right now. But it's funny because you ask, I'm wondering if I'm on the right path. The second card that I pulled was, you are on the right path. So know that you want to keep doing what you're doing because it's working for you, okay?
Okay.
They are letting me know that they do want you to consider other options in the same type of career path, because they're letting me know that teaching and guiding people is part of this. So what do you do for a living, Lori?
I'm a daycare provider. I'm a licensed daycare provider. I own my own daycare.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this card for teaching, but there's a woman and there's children circling her. So it's just that validation that teaching and taking care of children, like, that's the right path for you. They are saying that there's some other options, but I still feel like teaching kids, being around kids, is really what is good for you. Does that make sense to you?
It does, because I love what I do, and I've been doing this for a long time. I was just wondering if it was time for a change or continue on.
Yeah. Well, I would start with some meditations and the yoga, like they were saying, just kind of clear the mind. Because know that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. If you love what you do, why would you change it? Right?
Yeah, you're breaking up. I can't...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, what I said was, if you love what you do, why would you want to change it? I would just stay with what you're doing. Consider some other options in that, but surrounding yourself with kids, teaching kids, it feels like that's the right path for you.
Okay, great.
All right? Thank you
Perfect.
so much.
Stacey.
All right, bye-bye now.
Bye.
Hi, this is Stacy, Connecting to Spirit with Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. It's Denise. We got disconnected.
We got disconnected, yes.
I know. I hope that wasn't a sign.
And you were asking about direction. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes and things, and just it feels more negative than positive.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm just looking for some clarity on things.
Okay, so clarity. Okay, so let's change to, okay. So when the world feels like it's more negative than positive, that's when the work begins. That's where you have to really dig in and find the positives. Every day, find one thing that you're grateful for. And even if you're in a traffic jam and now you're late for something, the thing that's positive, I'm not the reason the traffic jam is happening. I'm not in that accident or whatever. And I want to just bless and pray for that person that's there. Every negative that comes into your mind, try and find the positive, because it's a learning lesson. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let me see the messages from guides. Okay. Oh.
And thank you for sharing the smudging. I've been wanting to feel that I definitely need to get rid of some negativity.
Yes. We have a shop in Chambersburg, Hip Gypsy Emporium, and so many people come in and they're so confused because there's different types of sage, there's different types of smudge. There's so many people that give you different directions on how to use it and what to do, when actually it is a very easy prayer to do. You just have to dig deep inside and say, okay, what is my intention? What do I want in my house?
Right.
And
right.
that's what you do. That's where you go.
Great.
So I pulled 4 cards, and these are like messages from your guides. So they're wanting you to take responsibility for your actions. Okay? It's not a blame game. It's okay. All right. Well, I was late for work today because I hit the snooze button 12 times, and then I got all anxious. You have to take responsibility for it and say, how can I change this? Even if it's in a relationship, it can be the worst relationship in the world that you've walked away from, and it's really easy to blame the other person, but it takes 2 people to have a relationship. So take the responsibility in saying, I allowed this to happen, but I woke up and I'm not allowing it to happen again. Okay?
Right. Yep.
Know that you are here for a reason, and your guides, gosh, I feel like they are just like surrounding you with hugs. I feel like they love your heart very much. Keeper of the heart is what they're telling me. Keeper of the heart. Keeper of the heart. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm asking them, what do you mean by keeper of the heart? So I feel like when they're telling me keeper of the heart, it's almost like you are, what's the word? You're a confident, what's the word? Where a lot of people come to you in confidence, and you're very good at listening and giving love and keeping that animate. Gosh, I'm having trouble with words today. That those secrets. Does that make sense to you? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just letting me know, like, you're a good keeper of the heart. You're here for a reason. There are a lot of people around you that I feel don't have very good relationships with other people, and they know that they can just come to you and you'll just listen and not judge them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Wow. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, very much.
So, but they're asking you to possess self-confidence. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, the advice that you're giving to others, you need to take that advice yourself too. Okay?
I often say that to myself.
Yeah.
I need to practice what I preach.
You need to practice what you preach. Yes. Yeah, because they're telling me ultimately you inspire others. You need to inspire yourself. So you want to take responsibility for your actions because you're here for a reason. You're the keeper of the heart is how they're showing that. But it's that possessing the self-confidence to take care of your own heart because of how you inspire others. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Denise, I'm so glad you were able to get back in and talk to us in the final moments. I hope you have a blessed day, and thank you so much for calling in.
Stacy, thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
So in closing, I just want to thank everybody for calling in today. I want to, of course, thank my angels and my guides for giving you messages. If you are looking at getting a private or a group reading, reach out and get in touch with me and we'll schedule it. I pray, as always, that you all are living the life you love and you're loving the life you live, because if you are not, you are the only one that can change it. Nobody can change it for you, okay? So look deep inside and make the changes that need to be changed and love yourself and love your life. We're here for this long. I will talk to you all on Tuesday. Remember, your loved ones are a whisper away. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.